take much time as we are looking at the time and the on slots. I'm going to talk about the solutions which we have, how do we fix it. We have hearing about problems, what we're seeing in cyberspace, what we're seeing in information security, what we're talking about citizen security. Everything is we are seeing that, okay, we're going into a digitization phase and we are on a very fast track for digitization. So if you look at anything on the government side, e-governance is there. We heard from Mr. Mishra, everything is digitized. Every images, everything, UIDI project, everything is digitized. What about them? Everything is digitized, so we need to have security for that. And who can access that information? That's important. So that's what my focus is all about. Talk about information security, which is there, and citizen security. You being the citizen, I being the citizen, what about my information? How about my passport records? What about my visa records? What about my travel records? What's there been recorded in the airports? What about anything which I do on is to be secure. It should be into a secure way. So that's what the citizen security which I will focus on, and that's what the initiative of all across. If you look at the government projects being run through, it's all about citizen security, which is run through any department of Ministry of IT or Home Affairs or anything. That's what the agenda was. So I'm going to focus on that. So before I just start on, so that's what was the vision of our founder, Mr. Bill Gates. Computing is going to be an integral part and indispensable part of almost everything we do, and that's what's happening. We're seeing that happen every day today. So now we need to have security for that. We need to have privacy to be taken care. We need to have your reliability of all information. That's what we heard in the morning. What about a program which shows the date of birth 2010 or 2100? It should not be 1867. Does not make sense to us. What we heard in the morning. So all those things, the reliability. Any information which you get through, it should be reliable. You should be backing on to it, that information, and trust upon that information. That should be the part of every initiative, and ensure the best practices. So that's what again comes to my today's challenge is what we see on. We are expected to look at work or access resources from anywhere and to access the data. And from any device. Any device. You talk about any device, I should be at comfort to work from any device which I like. I am not binding you to pick up information by using your device and take care about it. So you should have your choice of your device to work on. And applications. So the thousands and thousands of applications are there which should integrate and support everything. And when I talk about anything, I talk about security as an integral word towards it. Devices, security, then application, the information in that. Using fetched by the application should be secure and all that. And all about data. Data. Police is capturing data. Every information is capturing data. We have data, satellites, we all have all information. How we have to have the data to build up statistics for further. So that is to be in the right hands and the right person and in the right shape. It should not be have an open access to anyone. So that's what is we are going through today's challenge. We do not have full control that who can access what. We see a lot of people have elevated ways to get the data, and that has to be cut down, and that's what is things going around today. So as this is also like now, again, computing is a part of everybody's life. So and we always connect to internet, and internet has become everything for everyone. We see it. The moment who can machine on, we are on internet. 95% of the time we are on internet in any form. So you don't know if someone else is sitting in behind and capturing it, or something of what Trojan. You heard from a trend microsession, a vulnerability of anything has been exploited. It can be a product which is anything. It can be an application which is homegrown application or anything. So that is also a risk side of it when we are on internet. And that's what I just want to talk about. Targeted attacks are growing multifold. It's multifold. I experience every day because I do cyber security, cyber forensics. So I see all this happening on. And seeing the industry trends, we seeing it's a $1 trillion loss as of today. And this is growing every day. Probably you might be experiencing it, you might not be aware about it. Your personal machine has been compromised and in control of someone else. So you have to look at those areas, your credentials, your passwords. I can be a very smart hacker. I can sit on your machine. You have the password. You will never change your password. But I have a copy of your password. What about that? I also open your email or you access your resources from anywhere else. And it's very much doable. And people do it. They sit there. They do not destroy stuff. They sit there. They capture data. Go back. That's what is the loss. So industry is growing. Everything is going devices. So if you look at 2016, you will see most of the people people will be on tablets or smartphones. Every day new smartphone is coming up with a larger size, people throwing other phones, removing laptops as a practice or anything, and they're going to devices segment. And that's what is also stuff coming in. I'll focus on the big data, which is important because we have the analytics, what's trend going around and all that. Along with that, I'm a little more focused on cybersecurity as a trend which is going around in the world. And it's expected that around the globe, worldwide, it will be $165 billion of spending on cybersecurity practices to be built and to support their organizations or government. So that's what is estimate. It's not my numbers. It's a surveys and research has been done by various organizations who are driving the things on. And so we want end users to have everything. So for government, it's also that citizen data. Government is going on a e-framework for everyone. Every citizen will be able to see every data online, like your birth certificates, your death certificates, your applications, everything. Now passport can be applied online. It was never formed. So end user can work the way they want. And this is an opportunity for capture on. We have to feel that we have to build a framework where governments and organizations can find a balance and ensure citizen data, citizen safety is there, and information security is taken care. So it's all about getting the technology investments we have, and we have to grow on, and that's what is a role. We have to find a balance, strike a balance by putting our right security strategies, by having configuration manager. It's all about analytics, about frameworks to be there, how you can build up your framework for cybersecurity or for your security, where you have information coming in and do analytics on that. Threat management, again, to see about what's going around. Identity management is about credentials and everything, and strong response is how do you respond to what is happening somewhere. I'll again give an example what Mr. Mishra told about Commonwealth Games. We reacted very fast, and when we sense something is going bad. So it's all about making a strong ecosystem. So here I just put an example for Microsoft, what it's doing for a community. It's not for Microsoft's own business. Microsoft have a global telemetry system set up across where we check what's the feeds going around, what kind of attacks in which country going around, what segment going around. If you want to see, okay, what kind of attacks going around to the aerospace business or oil and gas segment, that can be get through Microsoft, which can provide you as a report. It's not my own business, it's just community work we're doing on. We have set up organizations to build up a secure development life cycles. I'll be happy to quote an example for Adobe. Adobe has a lot of vulnerabilities coming in, but it always been thought, okay, something else is there. We built Adobe on a way that they can build up a secure development, how to write secure code. That's what, so it's a community again. And finally, industry leadership, like again, building the things and sharing stuff across to the. So finally, again, you should have a device-based mechanisms or a policy-based access controls. That's what is a way today to secure the resources. And that's what is, like as we're talking about organizations or government or anything, when information is fetched about, it has to be policy-based access controls. Where access policies are there, you access from anywhere. Information access from anywhere, it does not vary. It should not be Microsoft operating system. If you be very focused and clear about that. From anywhere you access the information, it has to be policy-based. If I am a person who has power, I can see the resources, else not. And from anywhere you can get access. It's just not coming in the office. As we're talking about anywhere, you're working from home, you should have that access to the resources. And that can be done through a dynamic access control, which are on the fly. I'm not going to take much time on do it. I have to run fast. I have people more up. So it can be done through a dynamic access controls where it goes ahead. This is something which I want to talk about, resilience. Resilience is about building up your practice in such a way that, I'll put an example of bamboo. Bamboo never broke. Oak can be broken. So bamboo always be going to twist as the wind falls, and we're going to stand and make the environment strong. So your environment should be so resilient that if something happens tomorrow, it can bend, take a load, and ensure it's still strong to protect your organization. Here's just want to give you an example where I give you a collaboration of Microsoft and Australian government has done to safeguard their national interest, taking care about the people as well as about national interest of the system. So all the yellow dots which we see on that help Microsoft to build up the national security for the government of Australia along with the different departments, just not one, so multiple departments. And with this, I'm going to stop on. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll have Mr. Amit Sharma come and join after this.